So today is
Thanks.
a demo session where I will go through with the Salesforce and like that OOPS concept and the basic concepts of this stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Then after the training, we were going to discuss about all this stuff. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Vina. Chalo, let's start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you can, I think you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, cool. So, first of all, like what is CRM? So CRM we know, right? So CRM means that customer relationship management, right? So what
Yeah.
is called a customer relationship management? Do you have any idea what is CRM? Because you have a basic idea on Salesforce, right? So can you describe me that what is CRM?
CRM basically for customer relationship. We make a sites where user interface is easy and secure.
Okay, okay, let me explain. So let's say take an example. So let's say you
Mm.
were working for TCS. Okay,
Yeah.
now your
Hmm.
client is Cisco. So your
Okay.
client told that Vina, I want
Okay.
you to develop one product, and
Mm.
instead of the product, what I will do, I will pay you the money.
Okay.
And after paying you the money, so what you need to do, you have to work for me, and you have to give me the product. So
Okay.
what happened after delivering the product? The customer is happy, so he started his business, and instead of that one, so he gave you some amount, right? So you are maintaining your clients, correct? You are chaining your clients. You are keeping your clients happy by doing the applications and all, right? So
Okay.
mole target is that like we are developing the applications, we are developing those in Salesforce.com platform, and we are delivering to the customer. So that's why it is a
Okay.
customer relationship management tool. Clear?
Okay. Yeah. Clear.
Now, in the CRM tool, the CRM, whenever I'm talking about the CRM, right, the Salesforce, right, the Salesforce CRM. So, Salesforce is nothing but a cloud-based application. Okay. So, in the
Okay. Okay.
cloud-based application, so let's say, do you know like what is cloud-based? Why I tell a thing as a cloud-based? Do you have any idea? Cloud computing. Do you have any idea on cloud computing?
Cloud, I just have an idea of SFDC. Salesforce is in a software as a service. We have in a four parameter. Just suppose platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, and software as a service. So SFDC provide as a
Haha.
without any installation in local system.
Okay, so let me add some points over here. Okay, so what is cloud computing? So cloud computing is nothing but, let's say you don't have a physical server, so all
Yeah.
the servers is hosted in the cloud, and in the cloud you can save in record, you can fetch the
Yeah.
data whenever you want, you can do your corresponding stuff
Yeah.
as well. That's called a cloud computing. For let's say for Gmail, right? So the Gmail, Yahoo Mail, those
Yeah.
whenever you are accessing the Gmail, right? So those
Yeah.
data are going to and going and saving into the cloud itself, right? Cloud server. Now for accessing the Gmail and Yahoo Mail, right? So you no need to install any software, you no need to install any hardware in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
laptop, right?
Yeah.
Correct, Mina?
Yeah. Right.
So Salesforce also the same way. Okay. For Salesforce, accessing Salesforce, you no need to install any software. You no need to install any hardware in your local machine for your desktop, for your laptop. Like it's a normal URL where you can just give the URL in the login.salesforce.com in the URL field. If you hit enter, it will automatically redirect it to the salesforce.com page. Clear? Understood up to this, Vina?
Yeah. Understand, sir.
Now, as you told, right? So Salesforce is a SaaS. So what is SaaS?
Yeah.
SaaS means software as a service.
Software as a
That,
service. Okay.
yes, that means we are not going to install any software while we are accessing Salesforce. Simple.
Salesforce. Okay. Okay.
Now, the thing is, like, why SaaS? Why SaaS? Because the softwares, whatever they are doing, already all the stuffs are maintaining in the cloud. So we are not
Okay.
going to take any headache to install the software.
Software. Yeah.
But for Java, right? For Java, so if you install Java in your machine, so JDK you need to install, JRE you need to install for running any applications, right? Correct? Clear, Vina?
Yeah.
For
Clear,
Java,
sir.
you have to install the JDK, you have to install the JRE, right?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you install Eclipse, for Eclipse, you can use this as a tool to
Tool.
install, that to the programming, right? The software you're
Yeah.
installing, anyways,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Okay.
For
Okay.
Java or for .NET. But for Salesforce, you no need to install any softwares or no need to
Software.
install it.
Yeah.
Clear?
Clear, sir.
Now the PaaS is coming in the picture. So PaaS is nothing but the platform as a
As a
service.
service.
So what is platform
Okay.
as a service? So Forge.com, this is called the platform
Platform.
of Salesforce. This is the heart
Okay.
of Salesforce. Every building, every house is based on a pillar. My
Yeah.
Salesforce.com is based on the Force.com platform.
Okay.
Everything is taken care by the Force.com. Got it?
Got it.
So this is the platform as a service. Now there is a concept called IaaS, infrastructure as a
As
service.
a service.
So what do you mean by infrastructure as a service? Let's say I'm giving an example. If you have a house, right? So for that house, you need to do some infrastructure, right? So let's say
Yeah.
where the almirah you will write, you will keep, where the cupboard you will keep, right? So in the infrastructure as a service, in the cloud, they are maintaining about the data, how the data will be happening, how you will clear the data, how where you
Yeah.
will store
Yeah.
the data,
Okay. Yep.
which process it will follow to store the data. So that is called the AWS, Amazon
Yeah.
Web Service, which is
Amazon
an
Web Service.
example
Yeah.
of IaaS. Clear?
Okay. Clear.
Now, in Salesforce, if you see that in Salesforce, everybody can install. See, for Google, they can also do the Salesforce, Twitter, Amazon Web Service, Facebook, we can integrate the Salesforce with them. So, with some
Okay.
legacy system, with some call center guys, with something called financial system, HS system, corporate systems, that IT industries, everybody are using the Salesforce. So right now the Salesforce market is too much used, and everybody, due to the less maintenance, right? Late maintenance of the server, less maintenance cost, we are using the Salesforce. That's why the Salesforce is booming nowadays. Clear?
Okay. Clear.
Up to this, you have any questions, any doubt, feel free to ask me.
No, sir. No doubt.
Cool. Now, in Salesforce, we have three clouds. Okay, one is Sales Cloud, one is Service Cloud, one is called Marketing Cloud. And there are a lot of clouds, different clouds are there. For community cloud is there, then you have a that commercial cloud is there. So a lot of clouds, but mainly we will focus on the Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and the Marketing Cloud. So in the
Okay.
Marketing Cloud, what do you mean the Marketing Cloud? So let's say you went to a HDFC bank. So HDFC bank is doing some advertisement, or the good language of the advertisement you can take about the campaign. So campaign, he is working, so he is organizing a campaign. You went as
Okay.
a participant. Now what do you want? You want to see the facilities of HDFC, whatever they are going to provide us. So in the
Okay.
market, you saw that ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, they are giving some 10% like home loan interest. They are charging 10% home loan interest, and
Okay.
HDFC is charging 7% of home loan interest. So obviously, you will go for this HDFC Bank, right? Because the less interest they are taking. Correct, Bina?
Yeah. Correct, sir.
So now, whenever you are going to take this HDFC Bank, right? Whenever you are going to take the home loan from the HDFC Bank, or whenever you are interested to do the business with the HDFC Bank, then you are the lead. You are the
Okay.
lead. Okay, you are the
Okay.
lead. So after creating the lead, what they will try to do? They will find something interesting between you. What they will do? They will call you. They will tell you, Vina, do you
Yeah.
want to use a credit card? Because we have a lot of credit cards offers are going on. Platinum credit cards we have, gold credit card, lot of credit cards we have. So this one they will tell you the facilities. So you thought
Okay.
that, okay, so I am not going to give any rent per in the year, so I will take
Okay.
one platinum credit card. So
Okay.
whenever you are going to take a platinum credit card, then they find an opportunity inside you, because after taking the credit card, so what will
Yeah.
you do first? You will go for shopping, right?
Yeah.
I know. So you will go for shopping, and you will take the dresses and all. So you thought that, okay, after 1 month I will pay the money. That time my
Yeah.
salary will be credited and I will pay that amount. No problem. So that means indirectly they are trying to do the business with you, right?
Yeah.
So these are finding the opportunities. So they are finding
Okay.
opportunities inside you. So this is the opportunity. So after that one, what they will do? They will call you. They will tell you, okay, Veena. So what I need to do? I will create one savings account for you, so that, or salary account for you. So that you can enjoy, or you can directly redirect your RD, recurring deposit account, with the savings account or in the salary account. So you no need to take any headache. So they will
Yeah.
create one personal account, that is called an account. And after that, obviously, whenever they are going to create you the accounts, they will take your PAN card, voter card, right?
Okay.
Other card.
Yeah.
So those
Right.
kinds of things they will take from you. That is called a contact. So
Contacts.
this
Okay.
lead, opportunity, account, and contacts are coming under the sales cloud. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And campaign is coming under the marketing cloud. Up to
Okay.
this, you have any questions?
No, sir.
Very good. Now, the next topic is service cloud. So what is service cloud? Let's say you have one account with the HDFC bank. Very good.
Okay.
Now, while you are going to send some amount, okay, to somebody else, that time you
Okay.
faced some net banking problem is there. So either your password is not working, either the site is
Yeah.
down, something is happening. So what you will
Yeah.
do? You will first, it will come in your mind that why I took the HDFC bank. This is a disgusting stuff, right? So what you will
Yeah.
do? You will call to the customer care guys.
Customer
You
care.
will,
Yeah.
yes, you will launch the complaint. You will tell them that what is happening. I'm in the meantime, I am not getting these kind of advantages. I'm not getting the net banking transactions and all, right? So
Yeah.
this complaint is called a case in Salesforce language. In Salesforce, it is
Okay.
called a case. Clear?
Case. Yeah. Clear, sir.
So after taking noting down the complaint, what they will do, they will tell you, okay, ma'am. So uh, uh, we are sorry for this inconvenience. So let us give us around 1 hour. Within the 1 hour downtime, we will sort it out. So our technical
Sorted.
guy will be there, and he will sort it out. So you saw that one key, yeah, correct. Within 1 hour, that technical guy came and he sorted out your problem. So that is called a solution.
Solution.
So
Yeah.
if you have visited in Salesforce org, you may have gone through these tabs: case, solutions, account, contacts, right?
Yeah. Right.
So this is the solution. This is the behavior of the sales service cloud.
Sales. Yeah.
Now
Okay.
the next stuff is coming. Let's say the end of the day, your manager told that HDFC customer care guys like, hey John, so how many customers complained today? Can you tell me how many customers and what is the statistics? Then what he
Yeah.
will do? He will tell, okay sir, so give me around 30 minutes. I will give you the report for the all the day. How many transactions happened? What are the complaints raised by a customer? So he will send a report to that manager. That is called a report. Now the manager told that, okay, I'm getting bored about the reports. After seeing the reports, I'm getting bored. I'm not going to see the report anymore. So John, what do you want to do? You just give me a something called a pictorial representation of the report.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so that it looks good, because whole day I was tired with all the meetings and all. Give me some pictorial representations of this report. So whenever it's coming the pictorial representation, then the dashboard comes in the picture. Clear?
Okay. Clear.
So in dashboard, there are a lot of stacks. Static dashboard is there, dynamic dashboard is there. So static dashboard, if you know, let's say if you want to share your organization's data, let's say that if you want to show your organization data to everybody, right? So that's why you will use
Okay.
the static
Sir,
dashboard.
so is it possible we make a dynamic dashboards in
Yes, it's
SFDC?
possible. Dynamic dashboard,
Okay.
it's quite possible, because in
Okay.
dynamic dashboard, if you not create your dynamic dashboard, you cannot
Yeah.
see, you cannot show the user specific information. You can create
Okay.
a dynamic
Okay.
dashboard.
Okay.
Okay, so using the dynamic dashboard, you can create the user specific information. So let's say my requirement is like I told, I'm a manager of HDFC Bank. I told John, hey John,
Okay.
that customer Rahim is there, right? He was a
Yeah.
disgusting guy. From the morning he called around 10 to 12 times. He is launching the complaint. I mean, see like how the what are the things are there in the accounts, how much money he has in the accounts. Otherwise, we'll block this customer. We don't need this headache. So what he will
Okay.
do, he will create a dynamic dashboard, and in the dynamic dashboard, he can see all the user specific information. Clear?
Clear.
So that is a dynamic dashboard. Now,
Okay.
the next topic. Okay. So here, the point is like what makes the Salesforce ideal for you. So I think as I discussed all these stuffs right about the Salesforce, I hope
Yeah.
you'll get some points, right? Why? So first point is like we don't need to install any softwares, right?
Yeah.
We no need to install any, we don't have any headache to maintain the
Yeah.
Salesforce, right?
Yeah.
So Salesforce support team is there, they will handle all this maintenance stuff. Correct?
Correct.
Now that automatically they will upgrade 3 times a year. Okay, so the low
Yeah.
setup cost, so you can integrate with other things low, let's say for Jira, okay, Outlook. You can integrate with Salesforce. You can integrate Salesforce
Okay.
with LinkedIn. You can integrate Salesforce with Facebook. Lot of stuff you can do R&D. Understood?
Yeah, understood.
Cool. Now the next topic is multi-tenant architecture. What is multi-tenant architecture? So what do you mean by multi-tenant? Multi-tenant means, let's say I have a flat. Okay.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
four-story building. Flat is there, but
Okay.
in the reality I don't have that. Okay, fine. So let's say
Yeah.
I have a four-story building, and in the four-story
Okay.
building, what I want like all the tenants. I want four tenants, and in the four tenants I want them to stay in my flats. Okay. So
Yeah.
what I want,
Okay.
some criteria I have given to them. What are the criteria? I want that four tenants will give me equal amount of rent.
Rent.
So
Okay.
everybody will pay me around 15,000 rupees, let's say.
Yeah.
So equal amount
Okay.
of rent they will give me, equal amount of electricity they will use, equal amount of water they will
Water.
use.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if everybody are using the equal amount of benefits, equal amount of privileges, okay. So
Okay.
that time I will use a multi-tenant stuff. Okay.
Stuff. Okay.
So let's say
Okay.
one tenant is there, and after whenever the tenant, I mean, let's say the first floor tenant and second floor tenant is there. Now, first
Okay.
floor tenant has used 5 liters of water. So I have given the 5 liters of water to everybody. Okay.
Okay.
Now the
Okay.
first tenant has already, given, has used the 5 liters of water. So I want like the first floor tenant. So every tenant I am giving 5 liters of water. So
Okay.
uh, first tenant, okay. The first tenant, what he does, he took bath, he prepared his food, and he went to
Yeah.
office. Okay,
Okay.
with the five
Okay.
liter. Now the second tenant, he is a foodie guy, so he is cooking well, and he wasted lot
Yeah.
of water.
Yeah.
Now, whenever he tried to go for bath, right? That time,
Yeah.
if he use 4.5 liters of water, only 500 liter of water, 500 milliliter of water he will get. So beyond that, I'm not going to give. Whether he takes or bath, that's not my problem. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
without taking the bath, he has to go to the office. Understood?
Yeah.
Now,
Understood.
this comes in the picture, multi architecture. So if you consider the Salesforce, right? So in Salesforce, we have a database called the force.com database. So you, me, Ashish, everybody will use the equal amount of space.
Okay.
Understood? So you will not
Understood.
get more than whatever I am using the space. Everybody will use the equal amount of spaces everybody will use. Clear?
Okay. Okay. Clear.
Now, whenever I told you, right? So let's say that second floor guy will not take bath and he will go to office. So that is an exception, right? That is an
Okay.
exception because
Yeah.
beyond the limit he wants to utilize. So what shall I do? I will close his tap. I will not give
Okay.
him the water. So in
Yeah.
Salesforce there is a concept called governor limit.
Yeah.
Whenever you are
Governance.
trying to, so whatever the features Salesforce is giving, right? And after the features, beyond that features, if the, let's say the features you have taken, all the privileges you have taken, now you are going beyond the Salesforce, right? So then the Salesforce will obstruct you. He will give you the
Okay.
exception, that is called a governor limit. Clear?
Okay.
So
Clear.
that is a
Clear,
governor
sir.
limit. Yep. Tell me. After this, you have any questions, Bina?
Yes, sir.
After that, you have any questions, any doubt?
No, sir. This is
Okay.
clear.
Hey, you are calling me sir or Sam?
Sir.
Please call me Sam, please.
Okay. Okay. No
Okay,
problem.
fine. Now, the next topic is oops.
Okay.
So, I know that you are the camp of oops because you have a .NET technology.
Yeah.
You know a lot of oops concept. Okay,
Yeah.
so but what shall I do? Ashish will, if I am not describing you, Ashish will tell me that why did not I give the demo. Okay, okay. So let's go by the demo stuff today. Okay. So
Okay.
what is
Okay.
object? We want to know what is object. So tell me
Yeah.
what is the object? Tell me.
Object. Actually, object is like where we store some data.
Exactly, correct. So let me add some points over here. So let
Yeah.
me clear about the class and the clear about the object first. Okay. So
Yeah.
what is class? So class is nothing but where you can hold the
Is it
properties.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Properties, functionalities you can. So let's say
Yeah.
I am using that animal class. Okay, the class is an animal. So one animal, the features of the animal, what the feature of the animal can do? It can bark, it can walk, it can eat, right? So these are the
Yeah.
features of the animal class. Now, whenever I'm talking about the object, so object is a blueprint of a class. It's a
Yeah.
blueprint. Whenever
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about the blueprint, what does that mean? That means, let's say I have a object called dog. I have
Yeah.
a object called cat. I have an object called lion. So every object they have their own functionalities, one behavior, right? So
Yeah.
the cat is herbivorous, okay,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
dog is a carnivorous,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, like one cat I saw, like he was eating. I mean, that cat was eating the flesh also. He was eating some chicken in some video I saw. Okay, okay, leave it that one. So object is like that the animal. So in the animal is a class, and in the within the animal class we have a dog, we have a cat. These are
Of
the
that.
objects,
Yeah.
right?
Object.
Now,
Yeah.
correct. Now the variable. So what is the variable? Variable is the color. Let's say the color of a cat is green. So the color of a
Green.
cat is black. Some the color of a cat is white. So these are the variables. Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now the function comes in the picture. So functions is like, let's say how the can eat, okay, how the can
Yeah.
work. So work is the function, okay. So
Okay.
these are the
Okay.
functionalities. And
Yeah.
what is the modifier, you tell me?
Modifier is in a access. Modifier
Correct.
means कि we can how this is a different time na
What is
private
scope? Yes. So in the modifiers you have public,
yeah,
private,
public
default.
private protected, yeah,
Exactly, public, private, protected, and default, right?
default, yeah,
But here one thing, like in the Salesforce we have a public, we have private, we have
private
global,
global,
okay.
yeah, okay,
This public, private, global, these things we getting in the default access modifier. These are the
default,
modifiers we are getting in Salesforce. Clear?
okay,
Now the
okay,
next is coming as inheritance. What is inheritance? Tell me.
which is driven from another class,
Yes, which inherits from another class, right? So
yeah,
let's say I have a class animal, not animal.
okay,
Let's say cat. Cat is a class. Now cat inherits the properties from an animal, right?
animal, yeah,
So that is the inheritance. So in Apex, we are using the inheritance as an extension. Extension is a keyword where we can use using the extension. We can use the inheritance class. Got it?
okay,
Inheritance properties we can get.
okay,
Understood? So you tell me, like in .NET, how many classes you can inherit? You can extend.
yeah.
How many in .NET? How many classes you can extend?
I have no idea.
Okay. In sales in Java, you can only in Java.NET are same. So in Java, you can extend only one class. Okay. Only
Okay,
one class you can extend. But in C++, you can extend more than one class.
more than one classes, yeah, yeah.
In C++, but in Java, we can extend only one class. Like
Okay,
why there is a problem in Java? Because there is a problem called diamond problem. Okay. Let's say I have a
yeah,
class A and I have a class B. In the
yeah,
class A, I have, let's say, XYZ, one method is there. And class
okay,
B, XYZ method is also there. Now, your compiler will not understand like which XYZ it should call whenever I am
okay,
extending two classes.
okay,
That calls a diamond problem. That is a big problem in Java. But in Salesforce, you can extend more than one class.
more than the
Got it?
classes, yeah, yeah,
More
got it.
than one class you can extend in Salesforce. Now,
Okay,
what is Apex? So Apex, what
F-
is Apex? Yes, tell me.
FX is technology in FX is in a code module in Salesforce.
Exactly. Correct. So Apex is a code. That is the
Yeah,
Apex programming. It is called the Apex programming. Like in
FX
Java
program.
programming, .NET programming,
Yes.
same
Yeah.
thing as Apex
Same as an
programming.
Apex
How you are
program.
writing your backend classes, that is called the Apex. Clear?
Apex. Yeah, clear.
Now, what is MVC? MVC is nothing but the model view controller
Model view
architecture.
controller. Yeah.
So I hope you know the MVC very much, very pretty, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Because you have worked on MVC now. So
Yeah.
that your Salesforce follows the MVC architecture.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now. what is visual force page? So let's say in your LinkedIn or let's say in your Facebook, right? So you are
Yeah.
have the UI, correct? You
Yeah.
have
You.
the
Yeah.
UI. So
Yeah.
what you can see your application, so that is called the UI. Clear?
UI. Yeah. Clear.
That is called a UI,
Yeah.
correct? So
Yeah.
the
Correct.
UI is called in Salesforce as VF page.
Visual field. Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah. Understood, sir.
Now I will show you. I will open one, login.salesforce.com.
Okay.
Login.salesforce.com.
Okay.
So let's say in login.salesforce.com, in the right hand side corner, you can see these types of applications, right? Marketing,
Yeah.
service, community, site.com. So these are called the applications. Got it?
Applications. Yeah. Got it.
You know, right? I think you know already. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So if you write a Apex class, what shall you do? I will write a Apex class. I will show
Apex
you a
class.
lot of shortcuts of these stuffs. So how you
Okay.
make your better programming, I will show you. So if you
Okay.
click on the Apex classes, so you will create your new class and you can write your own classes over here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So you know right how to create a class, right? Only public class, the class name, right?
Yeah. So default modifier is public, right?
A default modifier is not public for Salesforce. Default modifier is
Okay.
like, let's say, I mean, there is no concept called a default modifier, only is the concept of this public, global,
Public. Yeah.
private. These are the modifiers are there in Salesforce. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So if you click on the new, then you can write your own class over here, right? So let's
Yeah.
say I'm writing a class, let's say class A, class
Okay.
A, and save it. So see, you told me, right? So the default modifier, the default is default modifier, right? So I told, right? In default, if
Yeah.
you are not giving anything in the front, then that is called a default modifier. So the default modifier Salesforce doesn't support. You have to write
Okay.
pub or
Public.
global.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay. Yeah. Correct.
So you have a oops concept. You tell me one answer. That
Yeah.
do you know why we cannot write a class as private?
No.
Did
In
you think a
SFDC.
single thing? Huh?
SFDC. In terms of SFDC and .NET.
No, no, in terms of SFTC, not. I mean, you cannot write a private class in .NET also. You cannot write a private class in Java also. The
Because
outer class
if
cannot be private
because if we write this class
because
as private, then we use this class only in that class, not in anywhere outside of that class.
exactly that means we cannot write outside the class. So what is the concept of a class? Class means, so let's say I'm writing a private class. My another class cannot extend the private class because if he wants to
Yeah.
extend it, it will give you error. Correct?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Because I cannot access that. So what is the use of the class? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
No use.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why you cannot write a private class.
Yeah.
Clear?
Clear, sir.
So this is a class. So let's say I have a class called A. So within the class A, what I can do, I am going to write some function. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
before that one, I will tell you, like in Java, then in the .NET, we used to write
Yeah.
int, right? Int we
Yeah. Yeah.
used to write.
Yeah. We use
So
int. Yeah.
here we will not use int. We will write integer.
Okay.
Integer equals to, let's say, 4. Okay.
Okay.
Next, what we can do, we can write a constructor same way. We can write
Yeah.
public class A. So
Yeah.
this is a constructor. So constructor
Okay.
can be default or can be parameterized. Correct?
Parameterized. Yeah. Correct.
Yes. This is a constructor. So next, what I can do, I will write a function. Let's say public void
Right.
do calculation.
Okay.
So whenever I'm writing a public void do calculation, here I can sum up anything. Let's say integer 8 equals to 6. Let's say I am writing int r equals to 9. Now if
Okay.
you are going to save it, see your compiler will give
Okay.
you an error. Okay, acha, this error is not for this int, this error is for this bracket. Now you save it.
Bracket.
Why these things happening? 1 minute. Public
5.
class as a compiler expecting bracket but was at line number 5. Line number 5, what is the stuff? Oh, sorry, the constructor I written as class.
Without
Now
class, yeah.
so see here, so let's say I am moving the class, I am moving this, so public class A. So if you quick save it and you delete it, now save it, so you will see the invalid type is int. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
So int you cannot allow, you will write integer. So this is the
Integer.
error you will get in Salesforce. So see, whenever I got gave integer, it saved it. It allowed me to save. Now you can, write the queries and you can submit
Yeah.
the
So many
value.
action.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's say integer c equals to, you can give around say that z plus r, right? So
Z
z
plus R.
plus r.
Yeah.
Same as Java, same as .NET. So
Yeah.
only the things are like some MVC architecture, the stuffs are totally and not totally different. It's quite different. You can tell that
Yeah.
from the Java perspective or from the .NET perspective.
Okay.
Understood? And did you remember one thing? Like in Eclipse, did you ever use Eclipse?
Yeah. I
So
used.
in Eclipse, we used to run the applications. We can do it right using the run button.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Here
Correct.
you cannot do in that way.
Yeah.
So here is a concept called anonymous window. So you will go to the developer console.
Okay. Developer console. Okay.
In the developer console, you will go over here and you can execute your stuff. So let's say I will go to debug, open execute anonymous window. So
Okay.
here, what I can do, I will delete. Let's say I will take values.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I will go to my anonymous window. I will paste it. And after that one, I will write system.
Dot.
In there, we used to write system.out.println, right?
Okay.
But here we will write system.debug.
System dot debug.
Yes, correct. So C equals to plus C.
Plus
And
C.
what you will do, you will click on the execute. If you execute
Okay.
this, what you will see here. So if you click on the debug only, you can see the result. See 15. Got it?
Okay. Got it.
So this is a, the part of a program. Whatever the parts you want to execute in your program, you can use the part. You can check the part in the anonymous window that how it is working fine. Got it?
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So this is the way you can achieve the anonymous window stuff.
Okay.
So what is your expectation from the training? You tell me now. One you
Sir,
want to learn.
actually, I just want to move in cloud computing. After 3 years, I just realized nothing in .NET. So I just want to move in SFDC. So I tried to learning, but after 8 hour in job, I'm not able to learn. So I just thought कि I take a training for while a month and then move my job.
So Monday to
So my
Friday you have the
purpose is
office.
basically switch my job. Yeah.
Yes. So Monday to Friday you have the office, right?
Yeah, I have an
So
office.
whatever the development part, right? The development parts are there. All the development parts I will cover it up,
Yeah.
and no need to do it. But one thing I take the assurance from your side that
Yeah.
every day you need to practice.
Yeah.
Vida.
Okay, so sir, what is the procedure of certification for developer one and developer two?
Developer 1 and developer 2, don't go for this developer 2 because that is a PD2 application. So
Okay.
you have certification of admin.
No, I don't have.
You don't have any certifications, right?
No. Yeah.
So for admin and app builder and PD1, these three certifications you have to do. That's it.
Okay.
So you have to buy a voucher. Don't buy a voucher. Tell your
Okay.
company that I am interested to do the certifications. Please allow me to do the certifications. They will definitely give you a voucher. So with this
Okay.
the voucher, you just give the online certifications. Okay. And for the certifications, I will provide you the dumps.
Okay.
Okay. So I will
So,
provide you
sir,
the dumps.
in this training, we just cover an SFDC. So, what about lighting component that is recently added in Salesforce?
Actually, Ashish told me that you want a development training. Do you want the lightning as well?
No, actually, I just want to give what is in lighting.
Okay. So lightning is nothing but the that the UI features are
Okay,
enhanced, right?
okay, okay.
That's it.
So,
Not more
lighting
than.
support everything, Angular and JavaScript, everything.
Yes, only the JavaScripts are needed in Lightning. Not Angular is needed, but not needed too much. That's fine. Only
Okay,
JavaScript,
okay.
if you know, then we can handle that Lightning.
Acha, okay.
If you know Java, anything, any technologies you can grasp. So JavaScript is nothing. I also
Yeah.
don't consider JavaScript is a different technology. If you know Java, everything is done. Those are
Yeah.
the syntax.
Okay.
That's it. You have to remember and you have to apply. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.